Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, once again, like it or not, it's me. I'm back again, and it's showtime. I'm a little tired, low energy, so I don't think I could manage a stream of Expedition 33 today, but I think I can manage a little bit more blueprints. I'm a little late because I was watching my friend and moderator, Vorpine, actually get to room 46 for the first time. Excitement was had. So here we are. We'll continue. It helps if I actually click on the thing I'm supposed to click on. So I'm a little low energy today. I was enjoying my adult leisure beverages to excess last night. Alright, we'll try not to screw up like we did on day 16. That was embarrassing. I was embarrassed. And ashamed. It was shameful and embarrassing. Let's grab our allowance. Right around. And throw one of it away. And see what we get for a room over here. Good evening to whomever has joined me. Shrine. Well, oh, that's right. I saved my money. I saved a bunch of money. I don't have items to trade, but I froze myself at the end of my game last night so that I have a whole bunch of money and a couple of gems. I'm going to go into the shrine and make an offering. Very generous offering. Very generous. Blessing of the General. After you draft a red room, you have at least 5 different ranks. If you have 5 different ranks containing red rooms, you gain 5 gems. That's terrible. You basically never want red rooms. Let alone having 5 of them. That is not a good blessing. I am not happy with that blessing, because I will never get any benefit from it, because we avoid red rooms as if they were cookies. Worst blessing ever. Alright, so we still have our foundation. This time we would like to get to this room and not choose one that doesn't actually allow me to activate the elevator. But I won't go berserk over it. I won't let it drive me crazy. Of course, driving me crazy. Pretty easy to do. NGL. I have no keys. I have no hammer. If I had a hammer, I'd hammer in the morning. Kitchen. Food for sale. I have a lot of money. I want to buy more steps. I think I need to just yet. So we will go for a couple of gems. We have 2 keys. We got the magnifying glass again. Or as I prefer to call it, the magnifying lens. I don't see any even potential space where there's anything that I can magnify. So I screwed this up last night. The other 2 boxes are true. The other 2 boxes are empty. If this one can't be true, because if the other 2 boxes are true, then all 3 boxes are true, and that can't be. So that's a lie. The other 2 boxes are blue. That is also a lie. Therefore, this one is true. The other 2 boxes are empty. Okay. That means this one has my gems. Spread gems in each green room. I'm not nuts about the placement of either of those, as they sort of dead end north and just lead back into the room, the door from the den. So I will get the storeroom instead, and we'll have even more money. I will regain the 10 that was worthlessly spent on the stupid shrine. I don't know what the values are. I think I might have looked at the point that there are different values, or value ranges give you different things. I don't think every donation gives you an entirely different buff, but I know I never want to use 10 again. That's for goddamn sure. Alright, corridor, spare green room, or the kitchen. Got money. Spare green room, I think. We have anything obvious. Really, they ought to have a use for the tape gun. Alright, hallways, okay. Actually, I prefer chapel, even though it's going to cost me a gold. Because not only does it go north, but it also goes west to reopen the west side. So we'll go with that. A gold is not going to break us because we have fistfuls. And the church has been kind enough to donate 3 more to the cause. We'll drop the corridor in there. Before we use it, we'll come over here. Terrace. Green rooms do not cost gems anymore to draft. The West Wing Hall gives us another north-facing door. The patio spreads gems. I think it's the hall. Ideally, I would like to get the foundation working. Garage will quite take a gem, but it gives 3 keys. And since nothing else gives us a north-facing door, we will definitely grab the garage for the 3 keys. And a quick dash around to make sure there's nothing else in the room. I already know about that note. Yes, I know. We know that this door is unlocked because it's the corridor. Oh, this is passageway is tasty. And hooks us up to foundation directly. We don't have to worry about moving around, since one of our stated goals for the day is to get behind the foundation, north of the foundation, to activate the elevator there. It's worth the 2 gems. Excellent. The drawing room, again with a gem, but we get the gem back. That was a nice addition they made shortly after the game was released, that any of the safes you've unlocked will stay open and will re-gem themselves. Alright. What do we want? We want an east-facing door. We got it. All right. Commissary. Items for sale. We would like the commissary because we have a lot of freaking money. See what they've got. Metal detector. Shovel. I've got the money. This is why I wasn't spending it before. Was if we got the commissary, we'd be able to pretty much buy everything. We'll be careful this time. They all face south. I think that's fine. Because I think that gives us what we need. Security would be the obvious choice. It does indeed. There we are. That's where we screwed up last night. By choosing the wrong building. Or the wrong room on the backside of the foundation. Which means now, if we get the basement key, we can open the basement, which is a permanent unlock. This is also a permanent unlock. Yay! All right. Basement key is in there. Regardless, without regard to, I have missed 5 coins and we know about the trunk. I heard tinking while we were in here, so remember that. Back to the main menu. Keycard system. System settings. Security level. Low. So that we have fewer card key doors. Offline mode. Unlocked. We need to log into the network again. Spoiler! I type that as fast as I can. Staff services. Special order. Place a special order. The shovel. That's what I tend to order. If there's nothing specific I want, I go with the shovel. All right, well, this has gone well already. This day is a triumph in that we got that solved. I said I wasn't even going to get mental about it. I almost forgot the tinking. There's 5 coins that we were missing. We're no longer missing them. Interesting. I don't know if I'd ever really noticed the ducting. So what this means is that if, for instance, this was the boiler room, and we hooked up power to come out here, both of these ducts would connect to the next rooms, and so if a room went in there that has ducting required, power would go up here, and then there and into the room that requires the power. You can see I just appear and then disappear from the security camera. Right there. Nobody's in the security room. I'm in the security room. Don't be scared. Probably locked. No, not locked. Locksmith. Okay. I have 18 gold. Does cut off the western door of the antechamber, which is where would I would like to go. The antechamber, that is. lockpick kit and a special key. Take the lockpick kit and a special key. Secret garden, please. Or basement if that's allowed. I don't know if it's allowed. Basement would be ideal. I don't know if they can give you the basement key here or not. Secret garden key, alright. We're broke now. Okay, the secret garden has to be somewhere over here and cannot be there. And sadly, I think it opens the western door. I have chosen poorly. Right. Pretty sure that one opens the western door. The eastern door. Eastern door is opened. I think from... with the broken handle in the greenhouse. But I'm not positive, so anyway, we do have a drawing room door that we hadn't opened. And this is fine to be a dead end. It's not. Oh. We'll try the secret garden key. I think it says no. It doesn't say no, it just opens. Okay, I thought it could only open up on the eastern edge, but evidently it can open on the western edge too. Holy crapoly. We'll dig. I got a coin. My riches are beginning to once again accumulate. Yeah, it's the western door you get from the secret garden. I thought so. So we will not be getting in that way. You'll note, this appears like a very dicey little opening. I've never managed to get it open, as far as like the jackhammer, which is something you make in the workshop. I think I've made it once and didn't have access to this room. Yeah, so... still, an interesting development. I had no idea the secret garden could open. Maybe it can only open on one of the edge rows, the first or fifth. Columns, I should say, not rows. I'm looking here because Vorp, that magnificent bastard, discovered something in the greenhouse that I had never seen, and so I kind of feel like I need to open my eyes to more possibilities. Let's see. So, this run has gone very well so far. Having the gold obviously helped. How many steps do we have? 42. We're a little low on steps. Right, back to the foundation. There's no need to go down, because I know it's down there. The basement. And I mean, you can get some stuff in the basement if you get lucky, but you really need the basement key to open the full basement. At which point things start getting a lot more interesting. Where we were going from here, we wanted to go over there. The Courtyard. Always left unlocked. Just like the corridor. We can rotate floor plans. Because we're down. That goes across and up. I like that better. I have no gems. Did that cost a gem to rotate? Oh, which direction would I rather have the dove cut in? Entry. Evidently, it didn't cost anything, so I can just rotate to my heart's content. Pantry up or dove coat up? Okay, whenever you draw it while drafting, they rotate floor plans. Okay, so that's a good one actually to leave behind because maybe we get it again and that gives us the options to rotate. Cannot choose the courtyard, we'll choose the pantry and money. A couple of steps. And because it's food, the salt shaker gave us an extra, what, like 3 or something? Is this going to be locked, brother? Guest bedroom, a lot more steps. No gems. It's the guest bedroom, guys. There is something in here. Key or more money. The key card. Kind of surprised the key. I guess it counts as a key, so yeah, all right. I'm still thinking. Alright, we're back in here now. The passageway, I think. And courtyard. Gems. Hey, Nod Knox. Hope your day's going okay. I have no gems. I have to choose the furnace. I don't want to choose the furnace. I have to choose the furnace. I hate the furnace. It does have a pile of dirt, and in that pile of dirt we have a turnip. That's an extra 6 steps, plus an additional one from putting the salt on it, make it tasty. I have managed to fix the foundation today. Managed to lower the elevator so that I can use it to get to the basement door if I can get the basement key. So that's my objective now, is to get into the antechamber and get the key. Next is the chapel, and we're going all the way through and back to the entrance hall. They stole one of my gold. It's not fair. It's not fair. Alright. Still can't follow any of this. Do I want to use one of my keys? I don't think so. Well, it is a hard game to describe. It is an apple. That's extra. More food and salt on it makes me extra steps. It is a puzzle game, but it's not fair to just say it's a puzzle game. A lot of the puzzling is kind of prelude. Some of the puzzling is very simple. Some of it is really obscure. Generally, very little of it is absolutely necessary. A lot of times there are multiple ways to do stuff. The hallway is what we want. The nook, I think. Ooh, the breaker box. We need the breaker box. We do need the breaker box for a couple of reasons. First, now the gymnasium will not cost us 2 extra steps because it's lit. Or it's not lit. The garage, if I needed to, I can get out through the garage now. Leave the dark room on. If we go into the dark room, the lights below the circuit, and then we come back here and turn it on, and the dark room is no longer dark. Game sure puzzles you, so full marks for doing what it says. We turn off the keycard system. Wait, do we have the keycard? I think we actually have the freaking keycard, don't we? We do. But we'll turn it off anyway. Now, I screwed something up here. Okay. This one goes to red. No. That makes it purple. This one goes to red. Makes it purple. 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 We're trying to get a very specific series of colors and such in place. We found a note that tells us how to change the colors and indicates incorrectly that you have to have all purple, but in fact all purple is just the starting point. You need to have them go blue. What? No, wrong thing. Where is it? I know it's here. There it is. Off, blue, green, white, red, pink, purple, I think. Purple. No. All right, so white. This one needs to be red. Go. This one needs to be green. That one needs to be blue. That one needs to be orange. Go. So what's interesting about that is first time you find this thing after discovering how to make it work, the instructions you've been given as the target is a lie. Only later do you find the actual answer. But this opens this up. Starting tomorrow, we'll start each new day with 2 gems because we've unlocked it. So we now have an allowance of 5 gold and 2 gems every day when we start. Walk-in closet, the weight room, we never. Well, that leaves us with the closet. The walk-in closet, we don't have any gems for. We have a die that allows you to re-roll if you don't like your options. We have the hammer. If I had a hammer, I'd have a long list of targets. We have only one open door. Now, where did we have the chest? I think it was in the den. I'm willing to... maybe I can look and see. Yeah, it was. So, I have the hammer, which now I can use to open the box. Now we've got 3 gems. That was worth the 2 steps. The one step in here and the 1 step back out. But we have only one door left. Just one. Long odds to get all the way over here to find the broken handle, to open the greenhouse and open the eastern door, and then get to the eastern door and then get down to the basement, or to find the grand hall and have enough keys to open enough doors to open the southern door and then get there. Pretty long odds, regardless. We're essentially done. Almost here. Dead end, dead end, dead end. So, I think we'll have to redraw our floor plans. And we're all but dead here, too. The weight room is going to take half of our steps. Take the observatory. And the run will end shortly, but not quite yet. We'll look in here, we'll get whatever benefit this is, and increment the number of stars we get. Are we up to 7 now? 8. 8 stars now. Gives us a key. Great. We're not completely dead yet. Because having opened the gem cave, there is something we can do in there. And this is kind of cool. Message. Just want to check around the edges, you know, see if there's anything hidden, because sometimes there's things. Doesn't look like it. But what we do have is the 4th and final gas stopcock. That's 4. An elevator. That's one of those moments where, in this game, where you're going, what? So it's not just the house? You know, you go in with, oh, I just have to reach room 46, and that's the game. First, it's not. I mean, you can end there if you want, but then you can end anywhere if you want. Because a whole lot of things open up. I actually told Vorp, my moderator, friend, and also Blueprints player, that in a lot of ways, opening the 46th room is kind of the tutorial. Because there's so much other stuff that is continuing to go on. You can see over there you've got galleries. You can see arches, archways, because there are some galleries over there as well. I think that's where we're headed. Maybe not. Nope. Other galleries, deeper depths. All right, we've got a note here. From 1915. The site is either much older than we'd assumed, or someone deliberately had these chambers buried. Hey, Lord Starwolf. waterfall, and you can see there are lower galleries than the one we're in. There are more levels. And here's a lovely little room. Outside here first. And it has a chessboard with one of each of the white chess pieces. Also, it is laid out in the form of our building. Now, my assumption, I've never been able to verify this, is that because it doesn't seem to me, because I did do some checking, although I would have to recheck my notes, that the pieces are not always in the same place. They're not in the same place logically, and they're not always in the same rooms. So I think you'd have to find all of the white pieces and then place them in the correct location. So if you found the white knight in the third room up, third rank of the first column, then you put the knight there. There, I should say. Like that. But I've not been able to confirm that. We have a door that we cannot open. We have some boxes. And the realms. Ooh, performance copy do not remove from office. Realms of past and present. Again, 1905. Okay, this is about this symbol, which we will see in certain places in the game. There are 4 different components to it. There's the central icon. There are the bars that break it up. There are the circle of icons around the inside, and then there's the circle and icons around the rim. As they talk about here, sigils consist of the core, dividing lines, moats, and core. These are some of the kingdoms of the world. We know about Arindia, Ares, and that one's Fen. I don't remember about the other 2. And each one has an associated icon. The rays we don't have much information on. The outside, in the circle around the outside, wavy lines, rainy, stormy. Those are the different icons you can have out there. These are the modes. Tribal, agricultural, martial, one of the 8 kingdoms, I think, is each of these. And these are the border, actual borders, white, black, red. So I think these are the colors of their flags. Putting it all together. Red, banners, martial, fog. Maybe more from over here in the pages there. So that is, I believe, everything we can do today. We have no doors left. Our big accomplishment, 2 big accomplishments today. We unlocked the elevator in the Foundation, and the other elevator outside. I'm going to call it a day because there's just nothing else we can do. Double check that there isn't a room I can do something. 10. Closet. Utility closet. Call it a day. Oh, pretty successful day, actually. West-facing villa. 24 rooms. Reached Ank rate. Rank 8. Steps taken. 4 items found. I found no new rooms. That is. Save and continue. I assume that spam message got nuked. Thank you, Saribot. I have 2 gems. Five monies. We will throw one of those monies away. Bloop. Pick our room over here. Let's see. Rooms in your house will be more likely to contain dig spots today. Or 2 items. Let's go to the root cellar. Why not? Have the shovel. Please, have the shovel. Alright. Hopefully we'll get the shovel. We're going to have extra piles of dirt throughout the house. And I guess by choosing that, the workers have run in and scattered dirt around in various places in the house and then scampered off before I can show up, which is quite an accomplishment. We'll go with the den. Gem. Quick peek. We have a box. Which is locked. Alright. We have gems. Wind-up keys. That'll give us gems. We can spend a gem. Gives an extra 5 footsies every time. I'm gonna go with that. There's our 5 footsies. Gem there. Excellent. So it paid for itself. A red book. A red prince book. Just the gem, it seems like. I don't know why it has a nursery. I don't believe Great Uncle Sinclair had any kids. My mother, his niece, is important, and I'm getting this lovely estate if I can, win at puzzles and stuff. 4 items. Spare green. Dirt. Security is always a winner. We have the lockpicks. Very nice. Master key would be better, as that opens every regular door in the place. I don't know if I've ever got it. Let's see. The only thing we've missed so far is the trunk that we can't open. Keycard system. Settings, security level too low. less likely to run into card key doors. And offline mode 2 unlocked, so that if we get the utility room, we can kill the power for the card key doors, and they will all be open to us. At which point, if we're close, we come back in here and we turn the security up, so we get more doors, because always unlocked. And we also need to log into the network. Close your eyes. Spoiler coming. You can open them again. Don't worry, we're just dialing into AOL. We've got mail. Staff services. Special orders. Place a special order. Let's try something different. Let's try the metal detector. Metal detector is nice too. I like the metal detector. We'll approve that order. And log out. Let us try that door. Bedroom. Furnace we hate. Commissary would cost. We don't have enough money to commissary. Bedroom was going to give us extra steps because we have the nursery, so we're going to get 7 steps. And it does have a connection to a room we're missing. Hey, Vorp. I got my foundation fixed, and I opened up the gem cavern, which gave me the elevator. So I got 2 elevators activated yesterday. Logically yesterday. All right, in here we will drop a dead end room, by definition. Well, corridor in East Wing Hall would be really dumb, so I think we'll do Nook, which will at least give us a key. Anything else? Anything else? Just a key. But hey, keys are nice. Next one. Head north, young man. Passageway is 2 gems. Hallway is... We don't want the storeroom. Hallway is pretty good. Go with the hallway. Fortunately, after my screw up yesterday at the end, where I screwed up and didn't get the elevator, well, two logical game days ago, I had 20 gold and 2 gems, and I hit the freezer on the way out, and that's when I logged out last night. Hello, your dudeness. I'm not a prince. I'm a very naughty boy. We have the coat check with the watering can. We're not finding much in the way of green rooms so far, but is the closet better or the commissary? Commissary will take one of our gold, but keeps the door open. Decisions. Unenthusiastically. Die and the hammer. Well, the hammer does mean that we can open the chest that is in the den. We're not going there just yet. We've got a door over here. The pool. Okay, the parlor goes north. That's not bad. The chapel goes north and south. The pool goes west and south. I think we want either north and south or just north. Gonna go with the parlor. Said the spider to the fly. This is the 3rd time in a row I have found the magnifying lens / glass in this room. That's not a complaint. I am merely noting that and finding it unusual. Let's see. A box with a false statement contains the gems. Not the A. The statement on the blue box is true. So if that's true, then that's true. The blue box contains the gems. The box with a false statement contains the gems. We've already said that if this is true, then that's true. This one has to be false, so the blue box does not contain the gems. Box with a false statement. So we have true, true, and false. Or the true one has it. This is false. That's false, in which case this is true, and the blue box contains the gems. The box with the false statement contains the gems would then be true. Therefore, that is a contradiction. So, true, true, false. Statement on blue box is true. The box with the false statement contains the gems. So, the gems are here. Ready to clip it again. Thank you. Nice to know that you're looking out for me. He's feeling all sarky because he got to room 46 for the first time. Lockpick didn't work. Okay, that's suboptimal. We are headed back then. All the way down to the den, where we will hammer open a box. Whackety whackety whack. 3 keys. Not bad. Looking at the 2 achievements you have, more people have reached room 46 than filled in all the rooms in the manor. That doesn't surprise me. One of those 2 things is the putative objective of the game, so. A lot of people, I would assume, get to room 46 and quit, rather than try and answer more of the puzzles and questions. The showroom. Luxury items for sale. Or the workshop for combining. The pantry would be a dead end. That is a poor choice. Showroom is expensive, and I don't have expensive in terms of jewels and gems, and I do not have the money to buy anything. Not worth redrawing. The workshop is perfectly fine. I don't think I can make anything here. You also crafted your first workshop item. Yay! Oops! We do have the power pack, or the battery pack, which is not unusual to find in this room. In my experience. So, the sledgehammer and the battery pack, and something else is required. So, battery pack, magnifying glass, no. Lockpick, no. Magnifying glass, lockpick, no. So, none of these, nothing can be made from those. Nothing. I do not have enough items to make anything from those. Lots of things can be made from those, but I don't have enough business. All right, the drawing room isn't bad in that we can rotate. We can draw new plans on the left. Corridor is obviously would require me having a severe case of brain damage. I'm gonna one gem. I think it's worth it. Even with our increase in keys, because we do get the gem back, which I had forgotten. It's fine. We have a free redraw. I think just one, though. Corridor. Observatory walk-in closet. I'm going to try the free redraw. Commissary's not good. Storeroom was there before, wasn't it? Passageway's pretty good. Cost 2 gems, but I think it's worth it. What did you craft today, Vorp? Before I enter the passageway, I'm going to go back and check out the western door from the entry hall. Divining rod. I don't remember what that does or how to make it, if I ever knew. These are not great. No, they're not terrible. 2 of them aren't terrible. Pantry's not bad. I get my, fix my energy problem. You get a UPS. When voltage drops like that, you'll have plenty of energy. Well, sadly, not that kind of energy. This is the kind of energy, or lack of kind of energy, you get from drinking vodka, which, funnily enough, vodka burns a source of energy. You'd think from drinking it I would have more energy, but evidently no. I wish someone had told me. Discover less common floor plans. Well, let's see if we can get something new out of the library. We'll go ahead and we'll order. Our history of Arindia. We'll go with the history of Arindia. Sure, quick run, quick view. Yep, okay. Give me some wacky ass room. 3 gems. I can't do the vaults. Wow. Okay, that's probably got to be a reroll. Because the weight room just murders me. That's my last gems. And I can't afford that. Oh, that is selecting a new one to permanently add, though. Yeah, sold. Couple more coins. One of the things that Vorp noticed was there's a very detailed paper model of a safe that I can look at. What? With the magnifying glass, you can access the paper model of the safe. What? This game has so many what? You figured out which room that is? Was there a safe in it? Because I have a few combos here I need to try on this one. There was a safe in it. I have a bunch of here that I'm going to try. I've got like 7 that I'm going to try that I have written down as possible combinations. So this is going to take a second. You're 100% certain of the room. Okay, I have 1, 2, 3. Nope. 1105. Clear that. I'm not sure that clicked correctly. 1, 1, 0, 5. Nope. 9083. 1128. 5318. Although that doesn't make sense. Because we know these have to be dates. And I don't see, we don't have
53 months. Well, it could be 5. No, that's not working. That one wasn't going to work anyway. 1985 could work. That's the date. I've been there. And 1415. Battle of Agincourt, I believe. 1415. I was sure it was going to be the Battle of Agincourt. I wasn't. Again. And there's the actual, if we can find the Great Hall. You can see the doors are both in the middle. There is also one of the levers to open one of the doors. I think this opens the south door. Doesn't show up on here. If it does, we can't see it. Ooh. There's something visible. Oh, I guess. Yeah, okay. It's just the outline of the sort of fake doorway. All right. We have another... Oh, we have another room over here. Does this have anything? Since Vorp found the safe detail as a mouse over. Drafting spectrum. Synergies. Golden trim. Tomato soup. Negative space. Synergies with shelter, tomato soup, and skilled players. They talking crap about that? By the way, my current... I donated 10 gold for... Let me show you what it gave me. The Blessing of the General. After you draft a red room, if you have at least 5 different ranks containing red rooms, not just 5 red rooms, 5 ranks having them, gain 5 gems. Do not put 10 gold. That is correct. Magnifying lens, magnifying glass, potato. So do not spend 10 gold for the blessing. Trying to... I'll have to keep my eyes open. Oh, it's got a chair there? I'll have to try and keep my eye open for that. All right. We get to pick a new room. Let's see what. Solarium, kennel, and dormitory. The only answer is spend enough so that you can brick your foundation for a week, which is what Vorp did. You are more likely to draw unusual and rare rooms while drafting. Well, that one's pretty fucking cool. Each time you enter a dorm after drafting a room with that icon, gain 10. The kennel. I'm going for solarium. Yeah, kennel's nice if you have the shovel for sure, but yeah, that's true. That's a repeatable. Yeah, crap. I really wanted solarium, but I think you're right. Because we frequently do have the shovel, and guaranteed unlocks of doors are just gold. So yeah, you're right. You're right. I hate it when you're right. Last time I added a room, I immediately got it, but that's not going to be the case this time now, is it? And dogs. I've always been... I had a cat until I got too allergic to it and had to give it to my brother. I had a cat when I moved out on my own, but I've always felt that I'm just too lazy to take care of a dog. But I've always been a dog person over being a cat person, for instance. All right, we've got a passageway. Spare room, chapel, walk-in closet. Chapel, I think. Get a lazy dog. Yeah. I don't know. How do you train a dog to do its business without ever taking it out? How do you train it to do it in the house? I mean, cats, they use, you know, the cat box, the litter box, instinctively. I need to AFK for a sec. Like that. Training pads. Maybe get some elderly dog just like me. I will have to look at. Honestly, a dog having no exercise at all is definitely being a bit unkind to the dog. Missing out on a lot. Actually, use them now if your 17-year-old pup tends to have accidents. Well, I can certainly understand that. But, as I said, I just wanted to do a Google on that so I can look it up. As I said, you know, going to a pound and getting an old dog, you know, like me, doesn't need to be taught new tricks. Ha ha. And a geriatric doesn't really need to go out for walkies. Thank you. Did I want to go in here? Yeah, I did. They're stealing my gold. Her ladyship's chamber. The next time you enter the boudoir, gain 10. The next time you enter the walk-in closet, gain 3. I don't know if I've been in that before. And I mean, ever? In any of my games? We could get 5 gold. We don't have enough to really buy anything. Her ladyship's chamber. +5, and the coin purse. 5 stepsises. I'm going to not comment about those things. Does it never end? If they're referring to this game, rumor has it, no. Interesting. I saw one in the drafting books earlier, but you haven't drawn it yourself. A bumbershoot? Man, I'm old. got a disc, and we've got her ladyship's diary. I know that there is a special key for it, because that's one of the keys you can get in if you buy the game swag, like I did. Don't do that. Don't do that. You know, for actual replicas of the in-game keys. That's one of the realm sigils on the cover. That does not surprise me. We'll do a quick scan with the magnifying lens. Do I see nose hair? Just kidding. I'm guessing that's young Sinclair, our great uncle when he was younger, and that's my great aunt. There's the White Queen. That makes sense. Anything else in here? And the purple flag. Care to guess what her ladyship? That emblem and the purple flag and purple room, and we have the queen. And we have a bumper shoot. I have no idea what the bumper shoot is. But an interesting addition. All right, out the chapel the other way. Yeah, that's right. Steal my gold, you bastards. You bastards. Garage has keys. Pantry and storeroom. Pantry is a functional dead end because we already have a door in there. So do we want the 4 gold? Or do we want... Well, we can't get the keys because we don't have a gem. Do we want the 4 gold? Or would we rather have key, gem, and 10 gold? Of course, the pantry also has some, as a food object, but, you know. 2 extra gold there because we have the coin purse. I think it was 2. Might have been 3. Might even have been 3. I'm just, you know. Money means so little to me. It's, Alright, we're down to 2 doors. We have the north door here, and this north door there that was locked when we had, I think, just 1 key, so... necessary, we can head back there. The weight room can, eat an entire bag of dicks. The pool and the observatory are both dead ends. I don't want to count on just having 1 door, but I think I'm going to have to. Our 1 gem. Let's go to the observatory. I mean, I can blow my redraw, but I have to get a north door, and I'm not sure that's a big gain. We already have a north door right next to it. I think 9 stars. That might be like a 3 and a 6. Oh, it's a 5 and a 4. So we get the 5-star reward. Rooms with 4 doors are more common. And the 4-star, which is a gem. All right then. I guess we're going back to the parlor. So, in left. We didn't get anything else, did we? Got the coin purse. I don't think this is going to get us anywhere. Nope, nope, nope. 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 And we know the other two don't. We're down to one door. Let's see. Left and then straight. Here we are again. Well, I guess we'll just have to use a key. Pantry, I guess. A little food. We got a nanner, guys. It's 3, right? We got 4 more gold. And 1 for the coin purse. The Great Hall. Commissary is a dead end. Archives will make me wish it was a dead end. And the Great Hall is a crapshoot. I do have the lockpick, though. Nope, that did not work. Nope, that did not work. Nope, that did not work. That worked. And of course, it's to the dead end room. Of course it is. Oh. That did not work. Come on, you gotta at least give me 2 out of 6. This has a key, and it has the lever. The eastern door is open. The door is ajar. All right. Our objective now, if possible at all, is to get to there with a west door. With enough footsteps to get back to the foundation with the key to open the basement door. Now, we have 5 keys. Come on. One more. Give me one more. Thank you. The garage will give me 3 more keys, which means we can guarantee getting into the foundation. Whereas the billiard room is not a guarantee of connecting up to the foundation, but has a key or keys in it. That's actually 2 interesting choices. We only have 1 gem, though. I think we have to take the billiard room. Check. All right. Plus 15 is 15. 15 minus 4 is 11. Minus 6 is 5. Times 3 is 15. Oh, really? Evidently, I fucked up that math somewhere. 13 minus... Oh. That's 9. Minus 4 is 9. Minus 6 is 3. Times 3 is 9. That's better. 6 minus 3 is 3. Times 5 is 15. Divided by 15. Wow. 5 plus 20 plus 1 is 26. Minus 1 minus 5 is 20. Times 5 is 100. Times 1 is 100. Divided by 20 is 5. The silver key. leads to a room with many doors. The dining room is good. Conference room. Patio. Dining room, I think. We reach rank 8, which we will obviously have to do if we're going to get to our objective for the day. That will add 20 steps when we come back in here. We have the car keys? Car keys. Well, we didn't get the garage, so the car keys are unlikely to do us any good. Because as Vorp has noticed, it seems to pretty much be only this room here, row 1, rank 5. I'm not sure if the garage can appear anyplace else. All right. Here we are. Garage can be a few spots on the west wing. Oh, by the way, I found earlier this evening that the secret garden can appear on the west wing too, much to my surprise. So I think now that the secret garden can only appear on 1 and 5 ranks. Well, we have 2 active doors, so just going to use a regular key because lockpick no worky. Might be tied to the soil quality diagram. That is possible too, yeah. There were a couple on the first column that showed up as being somewhat fertile. I think we want the corridor, because where we want to get is to there. This will always be unlocked. The kennel. The rotunda. We don't have enough gems. I don't want to reroll yet. I'm bogarting that. It's got to be the kennel. Doggy. Doggy. As always, everyone must pet the doggy. I want to think that they do have that do some positive effect. That if you pet the dog, it's like throwing a coin in the wishing type deal. There is nothing hidden in the picture of the cat. I don't have the shovel. Oh, it opened. Okay, the East Wing Hall will work. The gym wouldn't have been too terrible. All right. All we need to do is get 1, 2, 3, 4 rooms in the right place. Or 1, 2, 3, 4 in the right place. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the right place. I'll stop right there. The greenhouse. If I had the broken handle, I might go with that. Oh boy, the dark room. The boudoir. Boudoir. Yeah, boudoir. This is good because it gives us more steps and it also has a gem. Really good point about the soil quality for me. We need a right turn here, please. The archives. It's got to be the archives. This is not worth re-rolling, and we don't have the gems, and we don't want the weight room. We're so close, guys. Really. It's so close. Try this one first. No. Save that in case this one goes tips up. Okay. Special key? We can use the special keys. We can use the silver. What the fuck? Well, it can't be the weight room. Well, that'll take 25. I would have enough to make it back. Because it'll take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The weight room is workable. As much as I hate it, the weight room is workable. Dinner is up as well, so we can get food if need be. We'll get to the foundation with plenty, we'll grab the food. So we have a reroll here. What we need is any left-facing door that doesn't cost 3 gems. Please, please. 2 gems. Yes, victory is ours. There are even 2 keys in here. We have a minor key, and the major key is the secret garden key. The secret garden key, everyone. It's not exact. The yellow circle in the middle doesn't have the little sun rays coming out of it. I'm going to demand a refund. Hey, guys. Oh, also, there is music. 1, 2, 3, 4. There is the door to room 46, but there is the basement key. To continue up, you must go down. Looks like it has a smudge. Okay, it just has a couple of smudges. Immediately next door, we'll go there and grab 20 more steps. So the weight room, 825. This gives us 20 back. Let's go downstairs. First time I've done that on this one. I will use a special key. I will use the basement key. We have opened the basement, everyone. Arr. Up there is a button. I wonder what that might do. I don't actually wonder. I actually don't. We need to drag this. This person is pointing in that direction. It's like I wonder about things like this pipe and these conduits. Are they functional? Do they do something? In this game, who the fuck knows? Maybe yes, maybe no. Hello there. This is the basement. We'll get back to the little puzzle in here shortly. But first of all, it's a big room. I will also note that it has this, again, off-colored bricks, which to me imply that you can bust them down. I've never been able to. Now we have this step up here, but it only goes to about there. So all we need to do is to find something that'll allow us to cross over that. Well, this would if we can get on the other side of it. And the way we can is from over there. Which means we have to come over here. Oops. Move that. Right. That's got to be moved first. This needs to be moved. I saw a number of some pre-release buzz about it from Jason Schreier was talking about this game being amazing. Without really going into any significant detail as to why. What little I saw about it seemed cool and interesting. So, I gave it a try, and it was my game of the year for last year. Alright, we now have this. Push that in place here. This one's got to go all the way back, or a long ways back anyway. There yet? Are we there yet? That should be that. Over here, over here. Yeah, it's my friend and moderator, Vorpine, we need to raise that, actually reached the 46th room, the objective of the game, just before stream. convinced a couple of people to buy and play the game, and he's one of them. All right, over here we have Sandy Heights, 100 Bells. Okay. And we have this. And there's something down there that I'll actually be able to read. I'm not sure I've ever read it before. Those are the levers. North of Reservoir. Now over here, one backup lever for each antechamber door has been installed in separate locations for redundancy. However, we've been told that the locations of this reserve system will not be disclosed to the staff. Huh. There's a second location for each of them. Did not know. All right, we need that one to come back. Right. Oh, done. That's good enough. All right, we have solved the puzzle, and the reward we get is we get to push the button. Yes, I did open the antechamber. I have gotten to room 46 in 3 other games through. I wanted to play it again because for New Year's Eve, because it was my game of the year. We've opened a door, a secret door. But yes, today is the day, the game day, that I unlocked the antechamber to get the basement key. Just 10 or 15 minutes ago. And here is one of the biggest shocks that came to me in the game, was I came in here and I'm, what the fuck? My first run through, there's a reservoir, and in this room, we have an enormous multi-level puzzle room. My mind just went. Now, in this run through, holy crap. I think I get to open room 46 today. Because previously I had the tomb when I moved the cart, because I know you've got to move the cart. I think I do. Well, I have enough steps. I'll have enough steps. I think I get to open the room 46. Woohoo! There was much rejoicing. Any Sanctum keys have I gotten? My other playthroughs? I don't know if I've gotten any. I think I was so, seeing the Sanctum Seeing the doors, the 8 doors, was just, how much more is there? My last run through, I wasn't trying to speed run. I did it in 5 days. And I was, honest to God, not trying to speed run. I was trying to speed run my second go through. I did that in 12. The third go through, I wasn't trying to speed run and did in 5. And then I played, I don't know, maybe another 8 or 10 days after that. My biggest, maybe my only, this one raises and lowers the thing, right? I have only 2 complaints about this game. And I think it's a brilliant game. First is, they're actually kind of related to one another. The game needs more permanent unlocks. Because so much of the stuff is on layers of random. The example I give, and I don't know if this is an actual thing, is there are walls like we saw a little bit earlier that look like you could bust through them. Probably needs a jackhammer. I have had the jackhammer once. But like to make the jackhammer, you have to have the workshop, you have to have, I think, and I don't remember if this is accurate or not, you need to have like the hammer, the shovel, and the battery pack. And you have to have a wall you want to knock down. You have to have all 5 of those things. If some of these were unlocked, as opposed to having to find all of that stuff at once, that would reduce the layers of random can be very punishing. And I've seen players who played a lot and just got bored because they didn't feel like they were making progress. So those are literally the only 2 complaints I have. And I consider the game to be fucking genius. Right. Are there 2 spinny doors? I'll find out in a second. Yeah, there are 2 spinnies. Okay. There are 2 spinny mechanics. I did. Alright, we got the lamp. We want to open the mechanarium, and here, this is actually useful here. There is something written. There are ways to get around the RNG, but that takes hours. Yeah, I have seen players who are well further into runs, and they have a lot of knowledge and resources at hand they can use to get around a lot of it, for sure. Number 10 is a buried floor plan. And that's where it is. I don't have the shovel, but I'll remember where it is now. It's basically directly opposite the breakable wall. There's a place you can dig. Note to self, there's a place you can dig. Directly opposite in the basement of the breakable wall. Got it. I'll never lose that again. I'll forget it almost immediately. Yeah, I think that's the only other thing that's there. Okay, so now. Alright, so we have 2 rotating doors now. Okay, we need to rotate to this, that's right. I think that's the one we need. Fortunately, running around like this is not eating steps. here. Can open this door now. Say 502. Not seeing anything there. So now I think occasionally go back to here. And we rotate. That one. Is that the one? Did I do that right? I don't know. Let's find out. Yep. And we're going to see me reach 8 doors. And the northern door in the antechamber. We have enough steps. We will take a brief side trip because I don't remember exactly what's in there. There is an open door along the side here that's easy to miss. Right up here. That we have. And that. Despite the weight room doing its very best job to try and screw me. Yeah, thank you. It's a terrific game. Gold star. Thank you. It's a wonderful game. I have no idea what you do to follow up this game. It's a work of mad fucking genius. Well, guys, if you wondered what was on the at the end for room 46, here we go.
There was once a red prince who sat on a red throne. He had a red crown made of rubies and a red castle made of stone. The prince had a love for all things red. It's the only true color, the prince often said. He could not stand the sight of a canary or a crow. He could not stand the white of a swan in the snow. never looked up for fear of the view. He had heard that the sky was not a red hue. He didn't see the birds or the changing of the leaves, and he never saw the sights of life's many symphonies. He couldn't see beyond the
Presumably our
red shade
characters
he
will.
was aware. He never caught a glimpse of the world I had to share. But one day the prince saw something new. And if you look closely, you might see it too. The skies parted and the clouds withdrew. The prince had a new favorite color. The color blue.
Not quite done with it yet. The way I described it to my friend, Vorp, who did this exact same thing like 2 hours ago. He finally got into room 46 for him the first time. And I told him, in certain ways, congratulations, you just finished the tutorial. I have not gone deeply into the game past this point. We'll see if I do. Probably won't be streaming it. Pardon the yawn. Getting to room 46 for the first time. Tutorial of the game. Kind of, yeah. I mean, I know how much deeper it gets. But I don't know how much deeper. I know it gets much, much deeper. I have seen bits and pieces of it. I know I think there are a couple of puzzles that are still unsolved, according to the guy in charge. I wonder how many people have managed to get all 16 of the Steam achievements, which we're going to get a look at in a second. I've gotten just one. Vorp, my friend, got 2. He also filled out the entire place once. I think the closest I've come is 2 or 3 rooms from filling out the entire map. 4 new rooms, 11 items, 85 steps, 32 total rooms. It's my new home. You wish to save and continue. I will be calling the stream shortly, but not just yet. The next day, no longer day number. that is what gets you the first of the achievements. Open only in the event of the inheritance. I've read this before. We have my allowance. There's one more thing I want to show you. Two things I want to show you. So, I have the inheritance trophy, full house trophy. I did come within 3. Explorer's trophy, 81 out of 110. So there's still 29 rooms I haven't found. 40 dartboard puzzles, 17 logical puzzles. 2. I have invented 2 of the 8 creations in the workshop. Win the drafting strategy sweepstakes. I know nothing about that. Unlock all 8 realm sigils. Yeah, that's over 8. Trophy 8. Reach room 46 in dare mode, which is... One of them is like in a day. In dare mode. I don't know what dare mode or curse mode are. There's one for reaching room 46 in 1 day. I did it in 5 and thought that was bonkers. Trophy of speed. Reaching it in under an hour. How many people do you think have managed to do that? Trophy of wealth. Buy out the entire showroom. Diploma. Ace the classroom final exam. And complete all the other trophies. Yeah, that's not happening anytime soon. Ever for me. But we do have the Mount Holly gift shop. That's the other thing I wanted to show you. So we've got lunch boxes. We've got the bird mascot. Blue tents. Tents fit for a prince. We've got Red Prince dolls. Red Prince the book. We have the mountain icon logo. Lunch boxes. The Mount Holly logo. 46 for those of us, of course, made room 46. The rest of you, maybe sometime. And we can buy these things. That's a permanent addition to the walk-in closet. It looks nice. The lunchbox, when you reach rank 5 with lunchbox, gain half of your dinner steps. Swim trunks, a pair of trunks, always handy for swimming. Just be sure to bring some keys. Dirigiblocks. I believe they are still planning on actually making the Dirigiblocks game and implementing it. You're personally missing Bullseye Dare mode, Curse mode, Sweepstakes, and the speedrunning ones. That's impressive. That's really impressive. And I can understand the obsession. Unlock Dare mode for 110. Okay, that's how you unlock Dare mode, whatever it may be. And blue tents can only be purchased after you've proven your merit as a scout by obtaining 8 trophies in your trophy room. Okay. I'm going to call it here. I will play out the rest of this day off stream. I want to thank you guys very much for hanging out with me. I'm glad I got to actually get this done in the 3 streams: the New Year's Eve stream, last night's stream, and then tonight's. I should be back tomorrow at the usual time, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, middle of the night in Europe, morning in Asia, Australia, and New Zealand. Probably for Expedition 33. Getting back to that, knock on wood. That's my plan, anyway. Again, thank you all for hanging out. Appreciate it very much. Hopefully, we'll see you soon. I hope the rest of your Thursday? Is it Thursday? My brain is absolutely cooked. I think it's Thursday. Anyway, I hope your rest of the day goes great, and hopefully you can make good progress towards your weekend coming up. Back tomorrow. Have a great rest of your day. Take care, and ciao for now. Bye, guys.